Professor Dr. Lukas, Sie sind
Professor Dr. Lukas, you are one of the best-known logotherapists and are viewed as a master student of the great Austrian neurologist and psychiatrist Viktor Frankl.
Ihre Bücher wurden insgesamt
Your books have been published in 18 languages, according to my knowledge, and there are around 150 titles in total.
Sie sind also die wahrscheinlich kompetenten.
You are probably the most competent person to talk to when it comes to the question of meaning in life, since logotherapy is a meaning-centered therapy. You met Viktor Frankl pretty much 50 years ago. In the fascinating variety of stimuli that his teachings offer, is there something that has become the most important legacy for you personally?
Yes, indeed, it has been exactly 50 years since I met Frankl. It was 1968 in autumn, in October to be precisely, just when the lectures begin. As I've mentioned, I have met him at the University of Vienna by coincidentally visiting one of his lectures. I was fascinated from the very start by his personality, but also by his teachings. His lectures were so different from all the other psychological lectures, I can't even tell you how much. In retrospect, I can say that the most important things I've learned in my psychology study were the ones I've learned from Frankl. But if you would ask me for the quintessence, for that which has touched me the deepest, then I would say it is this speech which Frankl used in his small theater play, which he wrote with the title Synchronization in Birkenwald. The speech came from the character Franz. They were two brothers, Franz and Paul, and it played in a concentration camp. These two innocent brothers are trapped in the camp and wait for their own death to come, so to speak. So they talk about what they would do if they somehow would get away and save their lives. And Paul said, if I would survive, I would tell the world about the gruesomeness that happened, and I would start a movement of hateful resistance. And Franz said, no, you can't do that. You can't. We cannot fight hate with hate. We must not fight violence with violence. This chain has to be broken, and it can be only broken by someone who has received hate or violence, but does not pass it on. Someone who will hold it out, and not pass it on. Someone who can take it, withstand it, and thus break the chain. Someone like that will contribute to peace for everyone. If we repay like with like over and over again, then we will never come to peace. There is so much misery in the world, and if we give misery in return, then the misery continues. The chain, Paul, the chain must be broken. That has touched me very deeply.
Professor Dr. Lukas, thank you very much for these valuable, stimulating inputs. Thank you for this conversation.